me show you the quick turn for figure 8 rescue technique. This technique is slightly complicated, but it works really well in all conditions. Whether it's windy, whatever type of boat you have, whether there's waves, whatever. It works every single time. It's just a little complicated. So let's start it off with here. Quick tack. Or maybe it's called the figure 8. Alright, so let's start off with our boat. And our boat is sailing along here at a close hauled course. That means you're heeled over as far as your boat can go. You're trying to get upwind, and that is often a time where people fall overboard. So the boat heels over, puff of wind hits, and people lose their balance and they fall overboard. What do? You're going really fast. The first thing you do is you go onto a beam reach across the wind. Let's see, the wind is, let me draw the wind. The wind is here, right? Coming straight down the bay. You go on a beam reach approximately 4 boat lengths, maybe less, maybe more. You got to get yourself situated. And in that time period, you've also thrown your life ring to your person and you've hailed the boat saying man overboard or person overboard, because you want everybody else in the boat to know that somebody's fallen overboard. And that means it's an emergency. You're not racing anymore. You need to cut back and find your guy. All right. Second thing you do after you've gone about a couple boat lengths, 3-4 boat lengths, you do a really big tack. And it's really sharp. You leave the jib alone. The jib gets backwinded right here, and it really cranks the boat around hard, which is awesome. You need to get downwind, and you're going onto a deep, broad reach. I should probably write these out. So this is a beam. Beam reach, perpendicular to the wind. Now we do a big tack, and then we go into a deep, broad reach. This is kind of a moment to take a breather. You can see your person in the water. You've only gone 50, 75 feet away from them, and you've let out your mainsail all the way because you're on a deep, broad reach. And your jib sail, you can actually just blow it and let it free and let it fly like a flag. That's perfect. Mainsail's out all the way. As you come down, you're going to be thinking about approaching your person in the water on a close reach. Not close hauled, not as high up into the wind as possible, but just a little bit off. Close reach. And what I do is I turn my boat and I point my bow right at the person in the water. And then I look at my main sheet. If my main sheet is tight, then I'm gonna be going too fast. I'll just blow right by Bob and I won't be able to stop and pick him up. We're gonna call this Bob. Bob is in like body overboard. That way it could be anybody. If my main sheet is loose, that means I'll be able to stop. And at that point, I point my boat just upwind of Bob. I'm going to be coming right here on a close reach. Close reach. All right, so close reach up to Bob. And as my boat comes right up next to him, just upwind of Bob, I keep him right at my bow and right at my shrouds. When Bob gets to the shrouds, I push my tiller over hard. Hard. I move it to as far as it'll go. I don't move it fast. I move it slowly, but all the way over. And what that does is that brings my boat up right into the wind. My sails are flapping. They're making a lot of noise, but I just ignore them. They're proof that I'm stopping. And as I pull up right next to Bob, then I can reach down and grab him on the leeward side of the boat. If a big gust of wind hits me, what's going to happen? I'm going to blow down a little bit and just work closer to the person in the water. That's what you want. You want to be able to rescue them. And you want to be able to stop right here. All right, let me demonstrate the quick stop technique. This is a very fast, very efficient technique that works if you are confident about doing jibes and the wind isn't too strong. So you're on a close hull course and your person falls overboard. The first thing you do is you're going to tack, and you're going to go on a beam reach. So we have a tack and a beam reach. So when you do this tack and you're on your beam reach, you leave your jib alone. You just leave it backwinded. That's going to basically slow you way down. It's going to be almost like you're hove to, and you're going to slowly chug along this path. Once you get past your person in the water, you're going to bear away down to dead downwind. And when you're, let's go dead downwind. All right. At some point along this path, you're going to jibe. And when that mainsail schlucks over to the far side, you want to point the boat very hard on a close reach. This is a close. On a close reach. And that will bring you right up to your person and you'll be able to stop. So, problems with this technique. First off, you won't be able to bear away in strong wind. If your mainsail is tight and sheeted in hard because you are on a close hauled path, you won't be able to bear away there. That really could ruin your day. The second thing that could really ruin your day is the jibe, right? So somewhere right in here, your mainsail is going to go from here and it's going to jibe across to here. And when that happens, your crew better be ready. Whoever's left on your boat, because you already lost one, if they're not ready, second person in the water. Oh no. So, two problems with this technique is that it can't bear away in strong wind, and the second thing is you jibe, and if your crew's scared or distracted, busy looking at this person in the water, you could lose a second one. So that's a problem too. The good things about this technique are that you stay really close to your person. It's not sailing 100 feet off away from your person and coming back to them, and they think you've just ignored them or they didn't notice they fell overboard. This, you stay very close to your person. But you have to be very comfortable about jibing. Your crew has to be very comfortable at jibing. And you have to recognize that your boat will not be able to bear away with the main sheet in when you are in higher